Well, I have my first ever review for a case for a Samsung phone. Hey guys, welcome back to techgooch. So this is one of my first reviews for a case for a Samsung, or actually any Android phone. And this is the Galaxy S9 Plus, which I have been graced to borrow for a short period of time to check it out, see what I think about it. But also, I have some cases. So this is Samsung's own Clearview standing cover for the S9 Plus, which is actually really cool. I'm going to bring the video here in a second, but basically to go over it real quick, it is a cover that has basically a clear view kind of area to it. It is see-through. It has like a gray mist kind of flavor to it. When you actually close it, you can then actually see the time and notification status, things like that when you're actually going through it. If you actually receive a phone call, it'll pop up on there. You can answer it. However, for notification-wise, if you actually want to go into text messages and things like that, things that pop up for notification, you will have to pop open the cover to actually get more detailed information on that. They do limit what actually comes through here. You do have to have the NFC piece turned on the phone in order for this cover to really work as well. However, it really is neat. That said, it is a fingerprint magnet. So if you don't like fingerprints, probably might want to pass on this one because it gets really fingerprinty really fast. And of course, because it has that gloss finish on it, scratches will definitely ensue as well. So let me bring it in here. I'll show you a little bit more closely what it looks like. So as you might be seeing here, you might see the fingerprints that are all over it. But when it is automatic, where if you open the case, it turns the phone back on. Close it, it'll go right back into that time slot, and it is snappy. I mean, it's right away. Essentially, there's a magnet right down here that tells the phone when to do this and how to actually operate. Essentially, there is easy access to the volume controls and everything like that. The power button, camera obviously cutouts. This is a Samsung case for a Samsung phone, so it's going to work perfectly with your phone, to be honest. But it does have a case, and basically the back is actually magnetically attached as well. And this stand with the case is pretty easy to be able to use when you're watching a movie, doing things. Typing is going to be a little awkward if you're doing this way, but could you do it? Yes. But if you had like a small Bluetooth keyboard, you could actually prop it up and use it that way. And because of the magnets that actually attach to the back, you do have a few different angles you can actually use it at. That little one is a little trickier. There we go. And then all the way like that. But it is limited in how it functions, and it doesn't like magnetically attach. It is actually using just friction with gravity. And so you can see back here, basically you're hooking on these guys here, but also the lower one is actually hooking on this top edge, and that's what it's really designed for right there. But it works really well. I got to give it that. I got to give it that credit. The touch piece and things like that, yeah, you can see things. Yeah, you can do certain things. I'm probably going to open up the phone every time. If it was mine, I would do that to get anything. But it is nice to be able to see the time, things like that. And it does automatically adjust for brightness and other things. So pretty cool. I really like the case, I have to say that. However, the fingerprints do get annoying. You do tend to find myself wiping it off on clothing more frequently because of it. But that said, it is very useful, very handy, and it's nice to be able to just snap on and see the actual clock. Now, of course, because of this constantly running, I'm sure you're going to see your battery drain a little bit faster. I noticed over the course of several hours it dropping because of that, but of course it wasn't steadily crazy. But if you're a big power user and every ounce of battery counts, then maybe this case is not for you for that specific reason. But that's something to really go into a little bit further later. So just to showcase how to remove and put the phone back in the case, we're going to go ahead and remove it first. So all I'm going to do is just kind of hold on to the phone, and on the hinge side, I found that's the easiest way to get it out. Just push on these two corners, and while pushing from the back side forward, and of course I'm hitting the power button, but that's it. So that's the case there. phones out. You know, it does wrap all the way around, but it doesn't have a big heavy bumper at all. So it's not the most protective in the world, but it does actually covers the bumpers. So, and then for putting it back in, you could go either way. You could go hinge side first, outside first. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, because there's nothing actually that's wrapping around a power button or any kind of any one of the buttons. But just basically push it in and get all 4 corners in, and you'll be good to go. And then we close it, and there it is. So that is the Samsung Clearview stand for the well, the S9 Plus in this case. They also make it for S9, S8 Plus, S8, things like that. And I think it's a very similar design than the S8 was, but I've never actually touched that one myself. That said, like $33, they do offer it in 4 colors. Black, which is this version here. They also offer in blue, gold, and I think violet. I think that's the 4 magical colors they chose. I will put links at the top of the description where you can check it out on Amazon. If you do purchase through the link, you're supporting the program. Appreciate it. But that's it. Good job, Samsung. I do like the case. You know, of course, I'm not used to having a case where I can actually see things through it, so that's kind of a neat feature, and I did like that. So, but that said, if you want to check that out, do that. If you have any questions for me, post those below. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, and we will see you here for another video review. I do have some more cases actually coming for the S9 Plus, so stay tuned. We'll see you soon.